I got more backdrops. Let's open them up. Hi, I'm Kelsey with Kelsey Freeman Photography, and I'm so excited for this photo shoot. I'm going to be showing you how I achieved my lighting and as well as how I got my model to pose. So as you can see from the backdrop, it is a super springy, very bright backdrop, and I want my lighting to make us feel like we are in that setting. So to do that, I'm going to be using a larger modifier. I'm going to be using an 86-inch umbrella with 3 diffusers on there, so it's nice and soft. And the light in there is the Godox AD300. And then there in the back that you just saw me raise up is a Godox AD200. And I've got a soft orange gel on there. I thought I wanted some soft warm light, but once I got my model over here, this is my gorgeous assistant, Mackenzie, but I realized the light was it was too warm. It wasn't fitting for this backdrop. So I went back there, took off the orange gel, put it back up, and then it was perfection. Now, the main light in the umbrella, the Godox AD300, is going to be filling up most of this space. It's going to be lighting up both the backdrop and my model. And then the light from the back is coming like the sun from the back. But I also really wanted to brighten up her sides as well. So I'm also going to be adding in 2 more lights. These are also Godox AD200s. And these are in some strip boxes that are going to be hitting all along the sides of her body. And it's really going to be illuminating her. And she's going to look so glowy. So anyway, I'm really watching to where she's standing though, because this backdrop does have like an arch of sorts, and I like to make sure she's like somewhat centered. I threw a basket together with some flowers. We put a flower in her hair. I thought it would go perfect with the backdrop, and it did. So now we're just watching the posing, and I'm trying to have her pose in a soft way. So we're watching the fingers and making sure they're really delicate, and I'm trying to turn her head in a way so the light is hitting her face in a flattering way. So I'm turning her a little bit more towards the light. I just feel like it was hitting her face a little bit better this way. The other way, there was just too many shadows going on. And now I'm just going to play around with her posing. The lighting's going to stay the same for a minute. So I'm tilting her head the opposite way because I really want that light to hit like half of her face and have it split between like a light side on, you know, her right side of her face, and then it be darker on the other side. So I tell her to like tilt her head as if her left ear is kind of touching her shoulder. And it always works to get them to know how I want to tilt the head. So that's one of my favorite little tips there. And then I'm going to tilt this light a little more towards her. I don't want it to be so high. I want it to be like facing her a little bit more, because the way her hair is, the shadows under her hair swoop are really going to be pretty deep around her eye. So by her tilting her head upwards, and then I'm going to have that light facing towards her more, it's really going to help like have that light hit those hard to reach places. Normally I like to use a somewhat smaller modifier for my pictures, but for something like this I thought something big like the 86-inch would be perfect for a soft look, and I really love how that all came out. And now I'm just going to take this down, roll it up, and bring out the second backdrop. Just so you know about these, where you can find them if you love it like I do. These are from the new spring line from Intuition Backgrounds. I'll have them linked below if you are interested in checking them out. They have got a ton of new backdrops for their spring line. These are the 2 that I ended up getting. And this one I thought would be perfect for like a Renaissance painting, if you will. Like just something timeless, classy. So here's my thought for that. I wanted somewhat of deeper shadows when it came to this setup. So as far as my lighting goes, I am going to keep it pretty similar to what I've been using. I will tweak it just a little bit here and there. Like I'm going to brighten up just one strip box in the back a good bit to really like illuminate her hair. And I'm telling you all this beforehand because I was royally bad at recording the end part of this session. I don't know why I was a silly goose and forgot to record it, but that strip box over on the right side, I had turned that one up quite a bit. So that way it was really going to be illuminating her hair in those pictures. And it just kind of looked like windows were kind of peeking through. It just, to me, I wanted a little bit more drama with this set to emulate like an old Renaissance painting. And I also ended up keeping this 86-inch umbrella up there instead of using a smaller modifier because I did want a little bit of like drama and depth with it, but I still wanted it to be very soft and pastel because of the backdrop and the outfit and everything. So I kept with something very light, and soft like this umbrella, but I wanted a little bit more depth. So what I'm gonna do is change the angle of this light to create more shadows and more depth. So here I am just kind of showing her. We were like looking up old paintings to get an idea of exactly like really how they angled their subjects and their lighting, and I was really trying to replicate some of that. So anyway, we were specifically going over the sort of posing we want to do because shadows and angles and points and triangles, they really do a lot for pictures. So I was really trying to be specific about how I wanted her in that head angle. I wanted that light to hit her face just right, and if it's off, you know, it's not gonna look the way I'm envisioning it. So here I am kind of zhuzhing up her hair, and then that light back there on the right is really gonna be super bright. And then I'll turn it up in some pictures, and it'll really kind of brighten up that hair. So that's the gist on how I kind of got these the soft look for these pictures. And as far as her posing, you know, we just played around a lot with sitting. I thought it framed her out perfectly with those flowers on the backdrop if she were to be sitting down. So we just played around a lot with her angles. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little peek into this session. If you are interested in learning anything in particular, feel free to leave in the comments what you're interested in learning, because I am doing all of the sessions this year. I'm gonna do all the different things, really trying to get out of my comfort zone. So I'm happy to try new things. So let me know if there's anything you guys are interested in. I'd be so excited to try to share anything I know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until then, I'll see you next time.